Hey, welcome to Mike's Trains. If you haven't been here before, thanks for watching my video. Make sure you watch all the others. This is going to start another series of videos. What I'm going to do is, in the last video I talked about 3 different projects. One was going to be redoing this mountainside right here, because I don't like the way it came out. The trees look very washed out. They don't look like that in person, but in the videos and stuff they look washed out, so I'm going to assume that that's how they look. So I want to change that, and we're going to do something different. I want it more densely populated with trees. And then we're going to come along to this area over here, and in here, all this area here, I want to put a tunnel. Yeah, so this area here is going to have a tunnel in it. It's going to start somewhere about in that area right over there, and I'm going to bring it all the way down to right in this area here. It's going to meet up and tie into this mountainside over here, so that it all ties in. It'll go right up to the backdrop over here. So that's going to be the project for this one. I can't just do one without doing the other because they're kind of tied together. So in order to do this, we have to take all of these trees out, and believe it or not, there are probably a little over 300 trees in this whole area that you see here. So I have to strip down the mountain of every tree in here to a bare mountain, and then we can start building up from there. Okay, so in order to do this, what I have is a box here. I'm going to throw it down on the floor. And we're going to pull out all of those trees and box them up, and we'll deal with those later. So I have a truck, we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to start pulling up all of these trees. Okay, so there you go. Those are all pulled out. And now you can see over here kind of some of the stuff I've done. Down in the very back down there, you can see I added a Z-scale house. I was, to try and add a little perspective and make it look a little deeper, but it didn't exactly work the way I wanted to, so that's going to go away as well. And then in the front of the mountain here, right here at the front of that road, I put a mirror in, and so when you look up the road just continues down into the forest. And you can also see over here is another mirror that goes onto the highway here, that goes into my sceneries here. So, and I covered part of it with trees, so it's not as noticeable. So those parts I'm happy with. We're going to leave that stuff. But now at this point, now we're going to come back and we're going to start building the tunnel. I've got to clean out this area too. And we're going to clean this area all the way almost back to the train station, which is right up here. So we're going to leave probably this clump of trees and clear everything out before it. So that's going to be the next. I'll clear that now, and then we can put all our trees away until they're needed for when we redo this. Tunnel portals will go roughly about right here, and that's in relation to the train station. The tunnel portal will go about here. The mountain will start down here. Here we are. The mountain will start in this area here, and it'll come up and over and meet the backdrop. And we'll have it meet into the backdrop. So mostly all of this lower part of the scenery here will go away, and all you'll see is the tops of the mountain in the back of this front mountainy area. And that'll come down and tie into this mountain area down here. We'll tie that in, and I have tunnel portals, and I have abutment wings and things like that that are going to fit into it in the back end over there. So the other portal will end up being roughly about, I would guess about right in this neighborhood here, with a wing that comes off here, and this will all tie into all of this. So the tunnel itself will probably be about 2 feet long, all said and done. And then as far as the mountainside goes, I know I had mentioned the term puffball trees, and it's not really what I'm doing. I have an idea I want to mess with polyfiber, and in the very back will be full polyfiber with ground foam on it and all of that to make it look like trees. But as we move forward, we're going to start using, I have to go pull out from my trees in the backyard a bunch of sticks and things like that, and we're going to polyfiber over the tops of those and treat those the same as we did in the back so it matches. And then as we come forward even more, we're going to replace and put back some of the trees we pulled back out, so it'll look like a full deep forest. As you look up into it, you'll see a few inches in, it'll look like a tree forest, but as you get further back, you won't be able to see through it anymore. That's what I'm looking for. So that's what we're going to try and go for. Hopefully it works out. So hang with me and stick with me for this series. Let's see what happens. This is new to me, this new method here. Let's see how it goes. So that's going to be it for today. Tune in next week and we'll hit it again. We'll start building the tunnel, because that's going to be the first part of this that's gonna go in. So until then, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.